What if a robot could learn to feel, think, and even make mistakes like a human? Welcome to the thrilling world of Chappie, a story where artificial intelligence meets the harsh realities of crime and survival. The story begins in the near future. The government introduces robots called scouts into the police force. Vincent, an engineer at Tetra Vol, is against artificial intelligence because he believes robots should always remain under human control. Meanwhile, we see a group of thieves led by a gang leader named Ninja. Joe, one of the gang members, is fleeing into the city with Ninja, the gang leader. Hippo's men confiscate all the weapons from Ninja's team. Hippo scolds Ninja harshly because they are on a mission. He puts a gun in Ninja's mouth and promises to bring the money. To emphasize he is serious, Hippo shoots one of the thieves. At the same time, the scouts locate the gang's position via helicopter surveillance. They are accompanied by 2 human officers, with Scout 22 acting as security cover. Within moments, the scouts begin eliminating the goons. Ninja searches the bodies for the van keys and finds them on one of the dead gang members. Hippo's men manage to escape through a window, and Ninja and his team flee in their van. However, during the escape, Hippo's gang is defeated, and the news spreads on TV that the scouts have eliminated the criminals. Following this, the government orders the company to produce 100 more scouts. Meanwhile, an engineer is repairing Scout 22 in the workshop. Dion, another engineer, is called in because Scout 22's battery was fused during the attack, meaning it cannot be repaired easily. Dion is asked to work on this robot. Elsewhere, the thieves hide in a deserted building and start planning how to get out of trouble. Yo-Landi, a gang member, mentions that someone at Tetra Vol might have a special switch related to the scouts. Dion has invented a new project at his home, robots capable of taking care of food, drink, and household chores for hours. He created a program that gives robots emotions. However, Mishka, the company's CEO, is not interested because his focus is on the arms business. He does not allow Dion to test the program. Angry, Dion takes Scout 22 and the guard's key. The gang breaks into Dion's home, smashes his window, and knocks him unconscious. They take him to their base and revive him by pouring water on his face. Ninja punches Dion a few times and silently orders Scout 22 to obey him. Ninja tells Dion that if he wants to stay alive, he must install a program in Scout 22 that will make it a slave to Ninja. Dion replies that he has just developed new software, but it has not been fully tested. Dion connects Scout 22 to the broken Pura 22, whose battery is also damaged and has only 5 days of power left. Using the guard's key, Dion removes the old software and installs the new one. Yo-Landi then takes Scout 22 to the kitchen and lovingly talks to it. Scout 22 touches Yo-Landi's hand, and Dion gives it a toy to play with. Soon, Scout 22 memorizes everyone's names. At Tetra Vol's office, Vincent discovers that the guard has disappeared. He sees in the system that the guard's key is inside Scout 22. Dion tells Vincent that, according to company rules, he cannot give him the guard key. Vincent angrily slams Dion on the table and threatens that if Dion does not comply, he will not let him live. After the office confrontation, Vincent follows Dion's car. Chappie, Scout 22, is exploring and observing different things. Ninja suddenly scolds Chappie for missing a target. Chappie is frightened. Yo-Landi interrupts and says that they should first teach Chappie everyday things. She shows Chappie various objects and teaches him to speak many words. Soon, Chappie understands that surf is not just a word, but a whole concept. He calls Yo-Landi Ma, which makes her very happy. She reads books to him to sharpen his mind. Vincent secretly watches all this and realizes where Chappie is. He immediately comes up with a plan and leaves. Everyone is happy, but suddenly Ninja arrives and starts beating Dion because he thinks Dion is making Chappie soft-hearted. Ninja is about to shoot Dion, but Yo-Landi stops him. Seeing an opportunity, Dion escapes. The gang thinks Chappie is a police scout because he defends himself when attacked. They throw stones and other objects at him to disturb him. When Chappie gets a chance, he escapes to save his life. After wandering for a long time and unable to find a way back to his base, he staggers and sits on a stone. Moments later, Vincent and his men find Chappie using the company's tracking system. Vincent attacks Chappie with an electronic device that immediately switches him off. Vincent, seeing no use for Chappie, is about to cut off his head, but Chappie defends himself with all his might. Vincent lets him go. Chappie somehow reaches Yo-Landi, who takes care of him. Meanwhile, Ninja causes trouble, and Chappie's condition worsens. America teaches Chappie how to use a knife telling him it is only to put people to sleep and won't cause real harm. Chappie, with a childlike mind, believes this. Later, Ninja wants to steal a car and tells Chappie that the man in front of them stole his car. Enraged, Chappie smashes the car and accuses the owner of theft. He then throws the man away. Ninja and America give Chappie a gun, telling him it is not for driving, but for his protection. In the next few hours, Chappie learns to talk and steals many cars with the gang. The owners of the stolen cars think Chappie is just waiting for them. One day, Chappie sees a dead dog trapped in a cage. Ninja says these dogs represent the harsh truth of life. Either you kill or be killed. Hearing that they need to steal more money to buy a new battery for Chappie, he agrees to help because he does not want to die. That evening, they all return to their hideout, where Dion is already waiting, but Chappie no longer cares about Dion because Dion gave him bad battery and little life. At the company lobby, Vincent installs a software called Genesis on all scouts with the help of a guard. Meanwhile, Ippo learns that scouts across the country have been shut down. The last scout stops in front of them and is set on fire. Police officers armed with weapons come out of the station to handle the situation. Vincent is happy to see the chaos caused by the accidents across the country. He starts deleting the Genesis software to erase all evidence. While Vincent is busy, Dion arrives at the lab with the disabled Chappie. Vincent hides immediately. Fortunately, Chappie is revived and is the same as before. As Dion leaves, Chappie sees a robot made by Vincent called Moose, which humans wear as a helmet. Chappie sees the new model and wants a body like that. Dion explains that data transfer is not simple because Chappie has a mind and emotions, not just data. Vincent overhears this conversation. Meanwhile, the police surround the company building. Vincent quickly closes his computer and leaves, but forgets to remove the guard's key. Mishka orders Vincent to fix all the scouts at any cost. Vincent approaches Mishka and insists that now is the time to use the Moose robot, but Mishka refuses. The gang continues their robberies. Helmet reads Chappie's mind and displays everything on a screen. Chappie prepares for the next robbery with his gang. During the robbery, Chappie stabs some guards to death, believing they fall asleep when stabbed. He blows up the garage door and throws out the remaining guards before stealing the money. Suddenly, Chappie notices one guard groaning in pain, not asleep. Before he can realize the truth, his gang calls him back to the van, and they escape. At Tetraval, Dion causes a scene in the office but is stunned when he sees news on TV showing Chappie killing and robbing innocent people. He immediately leaves. Vincent seizes the opportunity and convinces Mishka to let him use Moose. Vincent connects his mind to Moose and sends it to attack Chappie. Hippo watches Chappie's panic on TV and says they had asked Chappie to complete the theft. Furious, Chappie slaps Ninja by the neck and puts a bar on him. Dion arrives and warns of the impending trouble. Hippo and his men arrive, demanding money from Ninja. A heavy gunfight ensues. Suddenly, Moose arrives, controlled by Vincent. Hippo's gang shoots at Moose, but Vincent blows it up and attacks them with bombs. The gang is wiped out, but Hippo survives by hiding in a pipe. Moose attacks Dion, breaking his arm, then fiercely fights Chappie, causing Chappie to fall and miss the detonator. Hippo emerges and fights Moose alongside Ninja. Dion tries to escape in his van, but is stopped by Hippo. Ninja comes to help Dion, but is shot by Hippo. Enraged, Ninja kills Hippo with an axe. Ninja's helmet is damaged in the fight. He must go to the factory to get a new one to save Dion. Ninja tells Dion to go to the van with Yo-Landi and distract Moose so they can escape. Moose is about to finish them when Yo-Landi jumps out of the van and attacks Moose with a special weapon. Vincent immediately turns Moose around and fires at Yo-Landi, killing her instantly. Vincent finds the detonator and presses the button, causing Moose's body to explode in a massive blast. After this, Chappie takes Dion to the Tetravol lab, where Vincent is shocked to see him. Chappie breaks Vincent's bones and throws him aside. Soon, the police surround the building and try to break in. Dion transfers himself into a robot body. He goes to Vincent's computer and reactivates all the scouts using the guard's key. He transfers all of Chappie's data into a new body. The police arrive and see Chappie in his new scout body. They are happy. Chappie, Dion, and Ninja return to their base, where they bury Yo-Landi and pay tribute to her. Finally, the news announces that all robot scouts have been banned. And that's the incredible journey of Chappie, a robot who became more human than anyone expected. What do you think? Can artificial intelligence truly have a soul? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie recaps like this.